going to say, this is Ruckus.
And Ruckus is a big, tough guy. He comes from Atlanta, Georgia. He works as a bouncer. And, you know, you get a bigger and better class of troublemakers in the bars down in Georgia.
And his opponent comes from Liverpool, weighing 310 pounds, the Tank!
The Tank.
Now this is a big guy too, but in a somewhat different way than Ruckus.
Big and good, comes in many different shapes and forms, Mike, I think you'll find.
I mean, this is 2 tons of animated blancmange.
I'm going with the Tank because I'm the biggest in the business and I just roll over people at will. Tank woke up one morning and realised that there was a lot of divvies out there that needed a right good spanking, so he went down to the gym and he got in shape, and that's when he started wrestling. Tank trains hard 7 days a week, in and out of the gym all day long. He might look a bit porky, but believe me, when I roll over any of them Yankee Doodle dandies, they're going to know all about it. I may look like a bad guy, but Tank always wrestles by the rules, and that's the way the fans love it, because the Tank doesn't need to cheat. People think I shaved my hair to look tough, but I went bald at an early age. I'll tell you one thing, the Tank's going to spank you, yank it. He can take it to the bank, because I'm the Tank. Who let the Tank out? Who let the Tank out?
I mean, Ruckus is a truly tough guy. You saw he came in with barbed wire around his neck. Oh, he got the Tank mad.
Well, once again, you see Ruckus got suckered into that there, and the Tank's using that power. There's no doubt he's got it. He's got it in there somewhere. Well hidden it might be at sometimes. Oops.
One thing, Tank is built for comfort, but he isn't built for maneuverability. Once he's going in a straight line, it's hard for him to change direction.
This is the cover there. Don't forget, of course, this one goes the distance to the referee. It's 2 points for the winner, 1 for the loser. And they are wrestling in a round-robin tournament, 4 groups of 4.
Yeah, typical English kind of manipulation. They don't just, it's not good enough to let guys win. They've got to set up these groups, set up all kinds of point systems. I mean, next thing you know, they'll be doing a penalty shootout to decide the winners.
I think that could be summed up as fair-mindedness, Mike. Thanks very much.
It's so the guys in the suits can control what happens. You got to win these things in the ring. There you go. Now there's the pot calling the kettle.
Thank you very much indeed, Tank.
And this match is all Ruckus unless he gets Tank mad. See what I mean?
Well, there's a lot of Tank to get mad, and once he does, he can get busy. Ooh.
This is a war of attrition, not a war of nutrition. Bodies, Mark Webster. I mean, there's an American body in shape, cut, muscle definition, and there's a British body that looks sort of like Ben Nevis turned upside down.
Mike, you missed the point. Tank is in shape, just a rather unusual shape. Now, this is a strange move. Mike, what's he got him going there? Got to be hurting.
If the referee doesn't see it, it's legal. He gets a lot of extra leverage using the ropes like that. Ooh. Tank splash.
When you've got bulk like that, this stuff comes in handy. Missed.
Should have done another splash, I think. The Tank, I mean, that covers the earth when the Tank splashes like that.
And I think Ruckus, we can safely say, felt that, though.
Ruckus getting his breath back more quickly than the Tank. Reverse chin lock. See, that's Tank's most vulnerable spot, is where the food goes in.
Well, Ruckus wants to be careful there because he might be a bit peckish at the moment. He could lose a finger or two. got the cover on him.
Got it. 1, 2, 3. Ruckus gets the win. Hard-fought win, though. You got to give the tank credit.
So Ruckus, the tank ran out of fuel.
That's right. Let me tell you something. This is for you and the rest of your stinking country. When it's all said and done, I will not only be the best, I will be the greatest of all times. I am going to the top because I am the superior athlete. I am the man. And when it comes to this business, there's none tougher. That's why they brought me here.
So you think you can go all the way then?
Do I think I can go all the way? You're looking at the uncrowned champion right here. The only reason why they haven't given it to me yet, because all these people that got tickets to see the show want to see me rip through each and every one of them.
Well, Ruckus, thank you very much.
It's always your pleasure.
And that victory inside the distance gives Ruckus 3 points and first place in Group B. With the top 2 qualifying for the quarterfinals, it's the 2 Americans with the early advantage.
From Fort Worth in Texas, he weighs in at 215 pounds, the Prodigy!
So here he is. The US representative in this particular bout is the Prodigy. Now this is what wrestling should be all about. He could be British, Mike.
Well, I'll give you that he's a nice guy, and sometimes the Prodigy is too nice a guy. He's just not assertive or aggressive enough in getting what he wants in the ring.
And his opponent hails from Bedworth in Warwickshire. He weighs 210 pounds. This is Psycho Steve!
Yeah, this is
This guy makes
Psycho.
This guy makes magic look like John Major.
Now, Steve wears that particular mask there for the protection of the public, not himself. Oh, and there are those eyes.
Now, he's actually 2 of the best guys in wrestling.
He's like his own tag team, Mike, isn't he, sometimes, this fella?
Absolutely. One-man tag team. I heard you trying to get friendly with him before, Mark. You just keep him away from me.
Well, I thought it was a very wise move, but he's the kind of guy you want on your side, not against you, isn't he?
Like I said, you just don't let him near this table.
And, well, interesting move there from Steve. I'm sure he knows what he's doing tactically.
I think Psycho's got another one of these strategy sessions with his inner selves.
See, Psycho may be, what can I say, a little strange, Mike, sometimes, but he's got some moves, hasn't he?
Well, he seems to just throw himself around without too much thought as to what he's doing. That's a good knee. That's going to hurt the Prodigy.
Right into the midsection there from Steve. A nice
reversal and a lot of power into that whip. Ooh, and a big elbow. You know, therapy is expensive, but a good butt kicking is cheap.
Well, he might be able to knock the other guy in eventually. That might be a nice idea. Might be quite useful to Steve, that.
Standing drop kick and a beauty by the Prodigy.
Just a couple of minutes to go in this particular bout now, Mike, and I will be fair in this particular case. This Prodigy guy has got plenty of talent, hasn't he?
He does. I think it took him a little while to figure out Psycho Steve, but I mean, I think a team of psychiatrists could take a few years trying to do that.
Prodigy dishing out the therapy on Steve.
Psycho Steve doesn't have much left to wrestle for here.
Nice work.
Went to the eyes. One head case working on another guy's head. Oh, yes! Out of the ring.
Great move.
Clotheslines him out of the ring. Now remember, they've got to get back in within the 10 count of referee J.J. Rivers. Oh, Prodigy.
Well, there don't appear to be any rush, Mike, at the moment.
Oh, a slam onto the concrete floor. And that's going to make it hard for Psycho Steve to get back in the ring. And we'll see, Prodigy's smart. Now he's watching the count. He knows where he is.
JJ wants them back in the ring, but Prodigy's quite happy to do his work out there at the moment.
He knows how much time he's got left. But now he... Oh! That's got to hurt. That concrete floor has got to be hurting him. See now JJ Rivers up to 7. Prodigy can just climb back in. Oh, Psycho Steve's hanging on.
He wants in.
He's grabbing his trunks. Psycho's stopping him from getting back in the ring.
He had his counted out.
He had his hair, but Prodigy's back. No, JJ Rivers isn't letting him back in. He didn't beat the bell.
Strange one. Strange one indeed. I don't know if the referee's going to call it. Is JJ going to call it?
JJ Rivers isn't doing anything. He's just standing there.
Prodigy's calling it.
Prodigy's got his arms up in the ring, and JJ Rivers is just standing there.
Well, the Prodigy thinks he's got it, but Steve's still there as well. And JJ, well, he's looking at both wrestlers. He's not too sure. I think the MC's looking around. He don't know. Now this could be the resolution we're looking for. Here comes the TWC Commissioner. And no doubt he'll deliver his verdict.
Well, he's the one who's supposed to control these things.
In my official capacity as the Commissioner of the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge, I have no choice but to make a ruling on this match. And the official Commissioner's ruling that will stand is that because technically you held the ring longer than Psycho Steve, the Prodigy was out longer because he hit the floor first. Technically, you spent more time out of the ring, therefore the winner will be Psycho Steve.
Good call.
What? What's he talking about? He wasn't the first one out of the ring. Psycho Steve was the first one out of the ring.
Oh, that's it. Well, he is the Commissioner.
Well,
he is the Commissioner. That's the way it goes.
But that's not even a rule, Mark Webster.
Well,
it's not to the guy who stays out the longest.
We didn't know what was going to happen. We saw the situation. It's a strange one. Both guys leaving it at the same time.
But you can see that Psycho Steve was the first guy out of the ring anyway, so he's wrong.
The Prodigy challenged the ruling, but the commissioner insisted that video evidence was inconclusive, so the result stands. A win for Psycho Steve.
We finish on controversy, and there's going to be plenty of excitement as well, and there's more of that coming up next week. Join us again.
Next week in the Transatlantic Wrestling Challenge, the Prodigy gets a chance at revenge when he takes on the bad boy of British wrestling, John Ryan.
Prodigy!
And there's bad blood between Aussie Rules, the Antipodean with attitude, and his arch enemy, David Young.
David Young's going to be feeling old when I'm done. I am going to put him through the floor!
I'm a professional. I do this for a living. Don't try this at home.